As soon as we changed the time to the winter time and it started to become dark at around 4:30 p.m., I started to feel gloomy and not myself. This is the first year I experienced anything like this, so I desperately craved sunlight, warmth, and my husband and I pretty quickly decided to take a vacation to Cayman Island. In this video, I will show you the island and my new vacation routine for day to day. I hope this video brings some sunlight into your life. Hi, this is Alice Shapiro. I am the owner of Three Woodhouse Spas in New Jersey. This is my Spa Runner YouTube channel where I cover topics such as health, wellness, and beauty. It all started with a very early morning on December 4th where we needed to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning in order to make in time for our flight. Everything was going well, we got up, I got ready in 30 short minutes, which is really not typical for me. I really do need more time to get ready in the morning. But I did it. We called Uber to go to the airport. The idea was to leave at 6:30, but the Uber was late. Not a big deal, we had plenty of extra time. While on the Uber, after making a significant part of the drive to the airport, my husband Alex turns to me and says, "I forgot my passport." I'm shocked, not because we have to go back and be late, but because Alex never forgets his passport. In fact, he makes sure no one else forgets their passports either when we are traveling. We turned around, got his passport, and made just in time for the boarding. Luckily, both of us are TSA pre, and even though the airport was pretty busy, we made it through the security line pretty quickly. Our tickets were business class. It's a secret, but they were free. Don't tell anybody. How? You would ask. Make sure to stick around to the end where I will share with you my secret of getting free business class plane tickets. If you're finding the value in this video, please give me a thumbs up. It will make a huge difference in growing my channel. I used to be scared of flying. I did have a few scary experiences when I was flying on the planes. Once we lost all communications with the tower, and another time the wheel didn't come out. But all is well that ends well. Now I just make sure to have a glass of wine at the start of the flight, and that relaxes me enough where I do not worry about every little bump. The flight was uneventful and we arrived earlier than scheduled at Cayman Island Airport. The only thing is that the landing strip was very short. Before we landed, the pilot did warn us, but I wasn't prepared for the plane to slam the brakes as soon as it touched the ground. Fun memories. When we were leaving the house, it was pretty cold outside. But here we arrived into a beautiful sunny with the temperatures in 80s, very pleasant. First surprise was waiting just outside of the airport. There are chickens walking all around Cayman Island. These are wild chickens. I never ever thought it was possible, but chickens are everywhere, at the airport, at the beach, at our hotel grounds. The taxi ride was less than 15 minutes to our hotel, Ritz. I love Ritz. Whenever we can, we stay at Ritz. The service is impeccable and this was not an exception. Even though the weather is perfect, this is considered off-season and the prices were super reasonable compared with the prices even next month in January. We got upgraded to a suite when we arrived. I am keeping the best for last. Stay until the end and I will tell you how. Let's talk about the little things which makes Ritz service the best. This property is pretty big and at first we need to ask for directions. Anytime you ask any team member for directions, they do not just tell you how to get to your destination. They drop what they do and they actually walk you to where you need to go. Amazing, right? Another thing that was very noticeable when someone serves you, they will always use your name and they will always ask you if there is anything else they can help you with. They are all pleasant and nice, always. I haven't met anyone who looked like they were having a bad day. Another plus point for the team Ritz. When we arrived and checked in, a very nice lady walked us to our room and showed us around. At that time, she asked us if we came to celebrate a special occasion. We were laughing at my husband Alex, who never remembers our anniversary. He was asking me if it was in winter. In fact, the concierge was laughing with us. But then the next evening we got a nice surprise, a nice cake and a note to celebrate our early or belated anniversary. Another plus point for the Team Ritz. Other amenities that need to be mentioned are the stations with the sunscreen, water, and after sun lotion. Towels and sun coverings are expected, but really great amenity as well. I can go on and on about great service we received at Ritz. Make sure to be nice to the ladies and gentlemen of the Ritz. That is how they call themselves. They all will go above and beyond and offer you nice little things on the house. Pretty amazing. One thing that stood out were Christmas trees. Christmas trees in warm weather don't mesh together really well. Some Christmas trees were decorated with flowers instead of Christmas ornaments. It's just odd to have Christmas tree when the temperature is in 80s, but it was fun. Cayman Island offers a lot of different great restaurants to explore, but we were lazy and stayed on the property only. Ritz offered different nice options as well for the restaurants, such as steakhouse, Italian, Japanese, Caribbean, and one of our favorite blue restaurants. Okay, this was an experience in its own. It was a multi-course menu which was as beautiful as it was delicious. There were 3 different menus, 2 which were seafood and 1 which was vegetarian. My husband got the seafood menu and I did the vegetarian menu. If you didn't like any items on the preset menu, there were other items you could have substituted with. I don't eat mushrooms, so I had lamb instead. All was delicious. My mouth is watering right now as I'm talking about this. It was culinary art at its highest form. Cayman Island has a lot to offer in terms of sightseeing, but like I said, we were lazy and didn't go anywhere. Maybe next time. Typical day would start around 10 a.m. with a nice breakfast in the restaurant outside. They had a bunch of different options, and even if you're vegan and restricted in your food choices, there was delicious food to eat. There was smoothies, oatmeal, eggs, salad, fruit, and berries. Great options if you're like me and follow the nutritarian method. If you want to learn more about the nutritarian diet, which is great to reduce risks of any kind of disease, to watch this video here. I must admit I cheated with the food a lot, but I was also more active than normally here on the island. After breakfast, I would either go to the gym and do my run workout on the treadmill because it was so hot outside, or we would walk on the beach. For the last 7 days, we made an average of 20,000 steps a day, which is significantly higher than we normally would do, even with all the training workouts included. While walking on the beach for about 3 hours in the morning, we would take breaks and swim in the beautiful blue Caribbean Sea anytime we would get hot. This was beyond enjoyable and really all we needed to disengage and completely relax. Then lunch in the restaurant outside again, with plenty healthy options available. Then we would walk more on the beach during the sunset. Sunsets here are just absolutely beautiful, and when sun setting it would become cooler and much more pleasant to walk. So we would walk and swim another 2 hours. Then when it would get dark, we would go to the room, get ready for dinner, catch up with work emails for an hour or so, and then go for dinner. We would repeat that every day. It's like the best vacation ever. For those who want to do something different every day, you can go into the town. I hear people go shopping. You can go swim with stingrays and snorkel and take jet skis into the sea. But again, we were lazy and did none of these things. There is always next time. On the last day when it was beautiful low 80s on the island, there was snow on the ground in New Jersey. But to be honest, 7 days away from home are great, but towards the end I really became a bit homesick and was ready to go back, now relaxed and refreshed. Early in the video I told you that we flew business class free and got a free upgrade at Ritz, and if you stayed until this point, I will let you know how we did it. I'm not an expert at the optimal credit card point usage, but I always use my American Express for pretty much all my expenses where American Express is accepted. Again, I'm not an expert. If you want to be optimal, follow the points guy. He will tell you more about it. There are different American Express cards, so check the offerings. Mine offers multiplied points on certain expenses. We get 3 times points on travel expenses. Points accumulate pretty quickly like that. With the American Express card I have, we also get 35% of points used on flying with United back when you use it to buy your tickets. So like I said, it was a business class and it was free with points. And then 35% of points will go back on our American Express points. With the hotel collection, which is Ritz is a part of, you get free upgraded and $300 credit towards your stay, again when booking through American Express. And this is how we got this beautiful room. It was pretty big with a balcony. All in all, it was a very enjoyable trip. If you are interested in my vlogs, I have a few more and you can watch the last one from my Berlin trip next. Until next time.